It is my distinct honor to address the nation at this special occasion, marking the 46th anniversary of the Defense Forces Day. Today, we stand strong as a united and peaceful country, with the Zimbabwe Defense Forces guaranteeing the harmony and tranquility that has become synonymous with the Second Republic. We cherish the manner our defense forces continue to execute their constitutional mandate of safeguarding and protecting the independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. This achievement is anchored on the principles that guided the struggle for independence and our shared desire for self-determination and unity, peace and development. Upon attainment of independence in 1980, one of the immediate and fundamental duties was the creation of a national defense and security apparatus that reflected the aspirations of the majority black Zimbabwean people. I wish to congratulate our defense forces for living up to this national expectation, Makorokoto. Further, it is noteworthy that 46 years after independence, members of the defense forces continue to be inspired by the ethos and revolutionary spirit that guided our forebears. I implore you to maintain this enduring tradition. Well done, Makorokoto Amhlophe. My fellow countrymen and women, this year's theme, I quote, Zimbabwe Defense Forces guaranteeing peace and stability for the attainment of Vision 2030, end of quote, is befitting and timely. More so, that the 46th Zimbabwe Defense Forces Day commemorations are taking place at a time when global peace and security is threatened by unpredictable dynamics and a more turbulent international relations landscape. The ripple effects have seen far-reaching shocks in economies and societies across the world. In the face of the complex security threats and challenges, Zimbabwe is accordingly expediting the modernization of defense systems and capabilities. Through effective leadership, a holistic approach, robust strategies, and the policy systems, the national defense security environment has improved throughout the country. Our goal is to safeguard peace, stability, and the new national development trajectory through a realigned security architecture that reinforces progress and the realization of Vision 2030. Government is thus determined to consolidate the sense of strategic confidence in our national defense and security by building multi-layered defense and security success pathways in an intricate security space. Our focus is consolidating practical defense mechanisms to enhance combat effectiveness and readiness. Greater attention is now on improving coordination, increasing efficiency, as well as deploying science and technology while keeping the fundamental character and ethos of our military untouched. To further guarantee peace and stability for the attainment of Vision 2030, the Zimbabwe Defense Forces has a duty, therefore, to ensure a defense and security establishment that facilitates deeper integration and a stronger nexus between development and security. To achieve this objective, a competent and a well-trained defense personnel is a necessity. To date, I am pleased with the various training programs within the ZDF, which are cultivating high-caliber officials and officers who are loyal and patriotic, disciplined and professional. These will not only help propel the ongoing modernization thrust of the ZDF and our nation, but also ensure that the competence, combat capabilities, and reputation of the ZDF remain high in perpetuity. My government stands ready to increase support to the various categories of the training facilities within the ZDF. On its part, the military should boldly reconfigure training models and methodologies in a manner that optimizes the application of science and technology. We must strengthen cyberspace security and anticipate the impact of artificial intelligence. The relevant units should be strengthened or established where necessary to increase combat readiness in respect of contemporary military trends. As the ZDF, let us never shy away from transformation in line with our national interests through all-round reform, innovative ecosystems, self-reliance. Under my leadership, independence, self-reliance, sovereignty, which extends to all aspects, are key objectives of the Second Republic. In this respect, government stands ready to support the growth of a vibrant science and technology-driven national defense industry. On the sidelines of the recent graduation ceremony held at Zimbabwe National Defense University, I was pleased to be exposed to various groundbreaking security and defense-related innovation students. I invite stakeholders in the industry and security space to support such innovations towards eventual deployment and commercialization. Meanwhile, I congratulate the ZDF for the role it continues to play towards guaranteeing national food security. Comrades and friends, the ZANU-PF government is people-centered. Likewise, the sacred characteristics of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces as a people's army should never be tainted. The people of our great motherland, Zimbabwe, remain at the core of our activities. I therefore commend the Defense Forces for continuing to strengthen civil-military relations and raising public awareness on the importance of the ZDF and national security as a whole. ZDF has undertaken community development projects such as the construction of additional schools and the health infrastructure in Rushinga, Buera, Gokwe, Mutasa North, and Harare, among others. These initiatives, along with numerous medical outreach programs in partnership with the Ministry of Health and Child Care, are applauded. Similarly, the Zimbabwe Defense Forces is a critical partner in the civil protection, disaster management, and risk reduction architecture. The ZDF is aimed to maintain the professional work which continues to positively impact the lives of our people across communities. To date, the responsibility for the clearance of landmines planted by the Rhodesian colonial forces at the height of the liberation struggle lies with us. Some tracts of land have remained economically inactive due to landmines, with a proportion of our population left vulnerable to landmines and other residual explosive devices of the War of Liberation. It is, however, encouraging that notable success has been realized in the demining exercise. My government will continue to mobilize resources to become a mine-free country, in keeping with the obligations set out under the Anti-Personnel Mine Ban Treaty. I extend profound gratitude to partners who include the United Nations Development Programme, the Norwegian People's Aid, and the Mine Advisory Group for supporting ongoing efforts, enabling us to achieve impressive milestones. Zimbabwe Defense Forces National Mining Clearance Unity is commended for increasing the capacity and knowledge with regards to the mining clearance. Zimbabwe stands ready to share insights and experiences in mine action as part of contribution to a mine-free world and a shared sustainable development. My fellow countrymen and women, we are a friend to all and an enemy to none as Zimbabwe. My government is advancing diplomacy, multilateralism, and dialogue as sustainable pathways for shared prosperity and resolution of conflicts. Zimbabwe's selection as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for the period 2027 to 2028 is a tribute to our commitment to peace and security. We shall scale up advocacy for a just, fair, and equitable world order. Zimbabwe Defense Forces remains ready to second more members to United Nations, African Union, and SADC peace support missions. Currently, our brave officers, men and women of the security sector, have done the nation proud through their high-level standards of professionalism, commitment to duty, and discipline at the international fora. It is therefore pleasing that through military diplomacy, the ZDF is reaping the fruits of mutually beneficial relations with regard to external training exchange programs, skills enhancement, and promotion of operability. I want to congratulate the Air Force of Zimbabwe for their successful participation in the SADC exercise Blue Lungwashu, conducted in the Republic of Zambia. Congratulations. Zimbabwe is pleased to host the next edition of the exercise in 2027. Amazangu, Zimbabweans. In line with the work ethic of the Second Republic, it is praiseworthy that ZDF is intensifying focus on problem solving, strategic planning, as well as more prudent defense expenditure management supervision. On its part, my government will continue to build and maintain an efficient as well as a high competent force with requisite attention to the welfare and condition of service for personnel. As Commander-in-Chief, I established a special facility to expand ZDF lift capability. The facility will be extended to other critical units to accelerate the upgrade and modernization of our national defense systems. Be assured that our forces will continue to play their part for an environment of peace and tranquility that facilitates an accelerated, irreversible economic growth trajectory towards Vision 2030. Let us remain inspired by our national philosophy. Nyika inovakwa, igotongwa, igonamatirwa. Hallelujah. Finally, I commend members of Zimbabwe Defense Forces for remaining steadfast, loyal, and patriotic, disciplined, and exemplary in the execution of their mandate. As the nation marches towards becoming a prosperous and empowered upper middle income society, I challenge ZDF to evolve, innovate, and adapt in line with the needs and national interests of our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. Officers, men and women of Zimbabwe Defense Forces, the nation is proud of you. Sustain the momentum and keep up the good work that has earned you the status of dependable, professional, and a highly reputable force. We salute you. With these remarks, I wish the entire nation, officers, men and women of ZDF, an enjoyable and memorable 46th Defense Forces Day commemorations. Long live Zimbabwe Defense Forces. Long live our sovereignty. Long live our unity. Long live our peace. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe. I thank you.